Man, that's why it's like that's probably a good idea to be like a non-resident alien. Like most people that's non-resident aliens, they need 31 days for their green card, and they gotta pass like certain stipulations, certain tests. You know what I'm saying? And this is one of the reasons why it's always a good thing to show like everybody that's around you. You know what I'm saying? Because once you show everybody that's around you or whatever, they can't hide themselves no more. You know what I'm saying? Especially people that's already resident aliens that's already in the city that you already are in. You know what I'm saying? Because the fact, man, like you never know. You know what I'm saying? Like you never know. You know, like you never know who's watching. So you might want to just like do your own little thing, have your own little repertoire or whatever, man. And, just get like how you normally are. You know, and, do what you do. Don't have nobody judge you for who you are because it's many different scenarios or it's many different things and many different reasons why people do some of the stuff that they do. And most of it's for protection, you know what I'm saying? Because once you're out here by yourself, you can't really do anything about anything, you know what I'm saying, unless you protect yourself first. So always remember that, man. And, sitting with certain people, man, you gain certain knowledge and you gain certain aspects and differences, right? Yeah, differences, I think that's how I said. But about yourself, you gain many traits. You know what I'm saying? I mean, with or without going to school, but going to school, of course, to add more to that. So always remember, man, once you're a non-resident alien, you don't really gotta depend on a lot of people. They're already there for you. You know what I'm saying? They're not there to really help. I mean, hurt you. I mean, they're there to help, but they gotta learn that first. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like in the Bible when Abraham, when his wife died, Sarah. It's like she had popped right back up, and then like it's like time had skipped or something, and then like his life became like very fast. And once it became very fast, it became old pretty quick. You know what I'm saying? But I think that if time passes by very fast, you become stuck in time, and you are actually like in a freeze state, and then you actually become smarter, and you actually are like in zone. Meanwhile, everything around you going fast, but at the same time, when it comes to like the full Bible, certain things and certain traits that people hold on to, what they remember, you know what I'm saying, which can hold you back. So by you reading the Bible and them reading the Bible, they can think of something and remember something you don't, and then they hold you accountable for that aspect or that relativity that they're relatable to, and they put that on you, and then they make you go through it. So it's always good to have offerings or whatever like that, like offer to your priest or whatever, offer up some things that you may have. But it's also kind of tricky because if you offer up some things, they may think that they can do this and that with that aspect or that morality or that moral that you like, that moral standard that you hold in your life in that certain area. You know what I'm saying? So don't like be sure not to give your priest or whatever or your pastor a certain like the most power. You know what I'm saying? Like like don't give them like a whole bunch of power. You know what I'm saying? Like always give them just enough so that they can understand where you're trying to get to or where you're trying to go in life or where you're trying to or where you're being guided to. You know what I'm saying? Instead of having something happen that didn't really or it wasn't really supposed to happen. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, you never know what can happen on a day-to-day basis. So protection is always number one. It's always key. You know what I'm saying? But just always remember to know to be in the know about a whole bunch of stuff instead of just being just around and not asking questions or not listening to group conversations that's like beside you because sometimes you learn more stuff by being beside some of the people that you never met before or you never sat with. So you may or may not want to get out of the house, you know what I'm saying, and go venture and go do different things that you never done before, especially in 2025. You know what I'm saying? It's more or less towards we're headed towards the future anyway. In the first 100 years of any millennium or any type of force, it always starts out in the first 100 years. We're the ones that set the standard for the next 900 years. So you may want to like go like try to be somebody that you've never been before or do something that you've never done, especially when you're 30 or older. Our lives are, I mean, most certainly non-obtainable because of everything that we already done learned. So we bring a lot to the party. You know what I'm saying? "Quote unquote," we bring a lot to people's lives, and we're obviously 50, it's almost like your standards is always set in place. They're always not, I mean, they're in motion, but they're not coasting. It's not a flow no more. It's more or less like a slowdown period. So when you're 30 or 40 years old, you want to go ahead and flow through life and make sure that your 40s and 50s will be a high health standard for you to be a high, like a higher power or some sort, rather than just being a person that's of ignorance or a non-belief system that just like you just want to just be here and there and not do nothing. Make sure you always got something to say and make sure you always got something to prove. Always have a chip on your shoulder because if you don't, you know what I'm saying, you can get lost out here. And once you get lost, man, it's hard to come back. So it's easier to be the person that you can be, being powerful. I mean, well, with power comes great responsibility, but being the person that's held accountable and in power due to the things that you do every day. Like me, I help people with cell counts and stuff like that, and I help them with knowing their body and their human anatomy a lot, so they can be healthy. Sometimes you might not want a vegetable, but sometimes you might want to know about the cell count or know about what's going on with your cells, so that your cells are growing properly and they're in a good growth state, rather than taking a growth hormone or a steroid and you just end up with a lump on your neck or a lump on your back or something like that. You're like, how did this get here? And it's something that you was prescribed. You know what I'm saying? Rather than you getting out, walking and exercising and doing what the body needs. You know, um, so be geared towards exercise and being fit, and especially your brain. If your brain is not fit, then you're not fit anyway because you already done lost the battle, half the battle. So with that being said, have a nice day.